Hi everybody, it's the Mobile Home Mama, and ooh-wee, I found a prototype. This is one of my favorite things to do. Is if you look out in the lot, there's always homes out here. So if, not that I get bored, because I never do, but if I get some downtime, I'll come out into the lot and jump into a home, especially if I see something on a home on the exterior that I've never seen before. But before we dive into this video, I have to tell you guys, I'm throwing a party. September the 19th, it's a Friday, and I'm having an open house here at Champion Home Center in Topeka, Indiana. We are going to have all the new show homes for the next 18 months should be here and available and ready to see, as well as some Amish treats for you and some really, really good deals. I cannot broadcast yet what the deals are going to be, but there's going to be some free factory giveaways, some appliance giveaways, just some really cool things. Now, let's jump into this video. This is a prototype. And what happens is when I find a prototype out here, I put it on the page for you guys to take a look at and tell me what you think about it. And if I get enough good, positive response, then I go and I beg for that floor plan to be put into my lineup. So let's talk about some things. This is a 16 by 56, which to me, I think is a very good size for a 2-bedroom. And this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. When you do it in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in that size, things kind of get cramped. But a 1656 2-bed, 1-bath seems to be perfect size-wise. I want to talk about some things that I know I do a lot of videos, so I don't fully go through every home and the features that are with it, but I'd like to take some time today if it's okay with you guys. Frost-free faucets. You're going to get one on the front of every home. You can always add one to the back. Underneath here, well, let's talk about this first. This is moving the starter strip up. In Michigan, it's a must-have. Anywhere else, it's your choice. These homes come foundation ready. So right here is the bottom of the base of the home. If this were going in a poured crawl space, or if it was going to be blocked up, then you would want to have this extra piece of siding here, because right here is where your concrete would start. If you did not, you would see this. So moving the starter strip up is for parks. When you're going into a park, what that means is they will start the starter strip of the skirting right here. They'll tack it right into the home there. And while we're talking about that, this is, of course, a vapor barrier, like a Tyvek type weather wrap. But underneath of this customer has added OSB sheathing. 1,000,000%. If you make sure anything is on your home, make sure that's on there. The alternative to that is Stormboard sheathing. If any of you have been around in the building world for a while, you know that Stormboard sheathing is cardboard, styrofoam cardboard, and the much better option is to go with an OSB wrap. All right, what else do we have here? This is going to be the inlets for the electrical. So I know there's a panel box up behind this wall, and what will happen is coming from your meter, the wires will be fed up there into the electrical panel box. 100 amp service is standard for a single wide, but you can upgrade to a 200 amp. This is called a pier saver. Those would be put underneath the doors if you choose to be. I can tell you this house has a package. I know that because of the pier savers. It's not normally an option people put unless it's part of a package, but it is a very, very important one. Over the years, as homes settle into the ground, especially if you're not on some kind of a concrete pad, the home starts to settle as well. So this pier support underneath here is going to support the weight of the doors. So if you have the pier savers, then it's not required to put piers under the door. If you don't, it's a good idea to put the piers under there. And according to our pier prints, we're going to say that according to our installation guide, we're going to want piers underneath the doors unless you have these pier savers. Electrical outlets, same thing as the faucets. You're going to get one on the front. If you want to add one to the back, then that's great too. We've got lineal trims, shutters, or lineals, or nothing are the choices. And if I look over at that home over there, you can see they chose nothing around the windows. Personal preference. Now, the new thing that I saw and what drew me to this home is, look at this, guys. 3 windows on the end. I've never seen it. I mean, I seen it back in the day when those were bay windows, but I've never seen it recently on any home. So I had to get out here. We've got cream on the color on the outside. This is your hitch in the front. So the home will be pulled by the hitch. This is bolted on when it gets to the property. The hitch will be removed, and so will the tires and axles once the home is installed. Now, the outside of this home looks very good. I'm very impressed with that. And when I walked in, I thought it was lovely too. Let's check it out. Right. This home reminds me of a 14 wide called the Highwood that we have now, which is a 14 by 56. But this one is a 16 wide. And when we look at these windows from the inside, look at the natural light that's coming in. I mean, this is just very impressive. Can lights, we're only using recessed can lights on the interior of the home. We've got a wire brace switch right there, right in the middle of the living room. And what that is, it's the wire and the bracing, and that is wired to a switch over here so that you can install your own ceiling fans. Of course, we do ceiling fans as well, but if you want to choose your own, then you would want to install a wire brace switch. These windows have been enlarged to a 46 by 61. Window blinds, those are something that we also offer, and that's a 30 by 61 window. And this is front loaded, so you could add a porch right here. If you didn't want the windows, you could put a door and add a porch. Now this is wide open space. So I came in the front door over there and everything is wide open. We've got thunder on the floor, perimeter heat going down. That means your heat registers are pushed up against the wall. Now, if we're talking about heat, inline sectional heating, so the heat ducts are right down the middle. The trunk, that's a better way to say it. The heat trunk is down the middle, and there are extensions that are ran out to the registers. That's how you get the registers out of the way. So you're not putting a couch over top of them. And Aluma marble on the countertop, yes. Destin white on the cabinets. And this kitchen is very nice and functional. I see a dishwasher in the middle of the floor, so let's see what's going on here. Oh. They shipped it loose. Normally the dishwasher is right here beside the sink, and I can tell they've added a cabinet extension. So anytime you have these corner sinks, you can add a cabinet extension for about $395. Not about, exactly, it's $395. And then up top we've got staggered cabinets. I love that. And then over the refrigerator, they did an overhead cabinet instead of a shelf. Standard is just a shelf right there. So they've got an actual cabinet where they can tuck things away. And this is interesting in this floor plan. They've added a pantry right beside there. So something that I haven't seen before in this corner sink style kitchen. Impressive. I like it. Look what happens when you use those white, bright colors. Just such a wide open space. Things have changed so much over the years to brighten things up. I just love it. All right, heading down the hallway, bedroom number 2. Door, this is a reverse aisle. We've got doors on the same side. The laundry area. And in your laundry area, you're gonna have your main water shut off. And then also, if you wanted to prep for a stackable, very possible. And if you do that, that would be prepped over here and you would have more space for some storage. Just something to think about if you wanted to add a linen. Now here is something also that I'm loving. When I'm coming into the bathroom, the 14 by 40 window, everybody knows I'm a big fan of windows. They've added a walk-in shower. And then over here is a nice, interesting little nook. They added a 15-inch linen beside the vanity, and then a makeup drawer, cabinet. I love that too. You can add those anywhere, no matter what floor plan you're gonna have. Extended vanity here. Now all of our hardware this year is black, 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 black everywhere. All right, and last but not least, by the way, you're gonna say, Christina, there's a register right in the middle of the floor. That's because We can't put it up here right up against the electrical panel, so, or up against the toilet either. If there's something in the way, you are gonna have one register right in the middle. And here's the primary bedroom with a walk-through closet and the water heater hiding back here. This is an impressive floor plan. What do you guys think? I like it. Looks like they've added an extra window over there. Typically in a primary bedroom, you're only gonna have one egress window, so they've added a window here. This customer loves the light, and I do too. Please mark your calendars. Come for the open house, come for the party. It's kind of a big blowout event, just a way to widen down the season and show you guys what we've designed for the next 18 months. And as always, I appreciate you watching my channel. You're calling me, you're texting me, and you're coming here to visit, and I sure do appreciate you all. Thanks so much. See you soon.